Your favorite animated hero might save the day and be the star of the movie, but you don't think they do it alone, do you? Haha!
I'm a monster.
Alex, you're no monster. You're my friend.
We're going to be looking at the best duos in animation history, starting from level 1, where fans love the bond, all the way to level 6, where the characters become inseparable. Starting our list is our favorite sheriff and his space pal. Do you know the weird thing about this duo? They didn't get along at first.
And also, there has been a bit of a mix-up. This is my spot.
In Toy Story 1, Andy gets a Buzz Lightyear action figure as a birthday present. The rest of the toys are excited to have a new toy amongst them. All the toys except for Woody. That's because Buzz is shinier, cooler, and more fun to play with. This makes Woody Andy's second favorite toy.
Suppose it's just a mistake.
Well, that mistake is sitting in your spot, Woody.
And you know what they say about being number 2, it just means you're the first to lose. It's funny how Woody gets so jealous that he does unspeakable things to Buzz.
Oh, that even though you tried to terminate me, revenge is not an idea we promote on my planet.
How did they even end up as friends after all of this? If you ignore Sid, Woody's so self-conflicted, this movie doesn't even need a villain.
You've forgotten what he did to Buzz? And now you want to let him back over here?
No.
Buzz doesn't make it any easier with the whole real Space Ranger thing he has going on.
Stop with this spaceman thing. It's getting on my nerves.
We have to cut Woody some slack there. Anybody would have been mad being stuck with Buzz for that long.
Oh, no,
but on the bright
no.
side,
Buzz,
at least it
look, an
forced
alien!
Woody to learn how to get along with Buzz.
Look, over in that house is a kid who thinks you are the greatest. And
Here's something crazy you might have missed. The idea that Woody has stopped being a jerk to Buzz is so absurd that the other toys think he was still trying to get rid of Buzz at the end of the movie.
Get him!
Talk about a buzzkill. This friendship took an entire movie for it to form and bloom. That's why in Toy Story 2, Buzz was traveling across America to save his best friend.
hold it, hey, Buzz! Put me down!
Let's go. You're stealing him.
And when Buzz was brainwashed in Toy Story 3, Woody still believed that his friend was in there somewhere.
Can't accept. We're a family. We stay together.
Family man, huh?
Well, at least they're now even after what a jerk Woody was in the first movie. By the way, like and subscribe if you haven't so far. We'll give you guys a big kiss for that. Haha. If you think this friendship was magical, wait till you see the next pair of friends. Ogres don't exist because they are myths, and donkeys don't talk because that's literally impossible.
That's right, fool. Now I'm a flying talking donkey.
But they sure make one hell of a duo. These two are the definition of inseparable.
Donkey, I'm right here beside you, okay?
I think that's partly due to how they met.
Hey, wait a minute, I got a great idea. I'll stick with you.
If someone saved your life like that, you might even be tempted to believe that they are your soulmate. But the beautiful part is that Shrek also needs Donkey.
All right, nobody move. I got a dragon here and I'm not afraid to use it.
So Eddie Murphy's character got to repay Shrek for saving his life. You can tell that even in the midst of their adventure, they aren't completely aware that they are turning into best friends.
Sorry, the position of annoying talking animal has already been taken. Let's go, Shrek. Shrek?
If you think that they aren't really the best of friends, look at how Shrek reacts when he thinks Donkey is talking down on his looks.
Especially useless, pathetic, annoying, talking donkeys!
Shrek is a carefree ogre. He wouldn't be bothered if Donkey didn't mean that much to him. But what makes this duo stand out is how they do everything together, even the stupid things.
Worcestershire? Now that sounds fancy.
It's Worcestershire.
Like the sauce?
Their friendship is so strong that it kind of makes you wonder how they would have fared without each other, and Shrek 4 gives us that.
You've got to trust me.
Why should I trust you?
Because...
This ogre was never this sad when it looked like Fiona would curve him. But here he was trying to win Donkey's friendship all over again. This is peak bromance in 3D. This next duo doesn't live in a mythical world, but boy, is their friendship like a fairy tale. If you have a best friend, there's a good chance you met them in middle school or sooner. That's why George Beard and Harold Hutchins from Captain Underpants work so well as best friends. They're kids, so they're probably the most immature duo on this list.
Harold?
I think I bruised a rib. Because I've never laughed so hard in my life.
And that's a strength when you think about it. You can only trust your best friend if you're going to be doing something as silly as turning your principal into a silly hero.
And if he ever gives us any trouble again, all we gotta do is snap our fingers and tra-la-la. All of our problems go away.
And no matter how much trouble they got into, they never seemed afraid just because they were together. But there was something that even these two pals were scared of. It wasn't their teachers, it wasn't detention, and it certainly wasn't the monsters they had Captain Underpants fighting. It was the thought of them being in different classes.
Okay, you're right. No, you are right. I mean, if we get put in separate classes, it's the end of the world as we know it.
The very idea of them not being together had these kids spooked like they had seen a ghost. For a movie where nothing barely ever makes sense, this surprisingly resonates pretty well. No pair of real friends ever wants to try life without each other, especially not when they have a superhero under their control and run their own in-universe version of DC Comics.
No, here we just hang out and make comics and try to make each other laugh.
Let's leave the treehouse for a minute and take things to the ocean for this next duo. Next on our list is the duo that proved Pixar could turn a 2003 aquatic odyssey into the gold standard for found family. This friendship duo has been in deep waters from the beginning. As much as that's a pun, I actually meant it.
It's because I like you I don't want to be with you. It's a complicated...
Dory is doing the right thing by helping her friend Marlin, but these two really struggle to get along.
Will you quit it?
What?
I'm trying to swim here. What, the ocean isn't big enough for you or something like that? Huh? You got a problem, buddy?
It's not like this is totally unrealistic. Nemo survived a barracuda attack, and Marlin's wife is no more. Of course he's going to treat his son missing like the worst thing since global warming. Dory, on the other hand, has the attention span of a goldfish, and this gets on every single one of Marlin's nerves. Duos and best friends are allowed to fight and have their bad days, but these two are straight up having a crisis.
Just stop trying to speak whale. You're going to make things worse.
And being stuck in a whale is the last place I expect them to hash things out. Marlin finally tries to step into Dory's fins for a minute and be this hippie of a fish who just goes wherever the current takes him. And ironically, it worked. These two fish are proof that fate is what decides who your best friend is going to be. Sometimes it brings the most different people together, but in the end, even they can get along. This next duo is also an example of this, but how they embrace their differences is crazy. If you ever told someone that your best friend is a monster, they'll think you're talking smack, but in the case of this duo, that's literally the case. To understand them, we have to look at Monsters University. It retconned their origin into a classic academic rivalry.
Whatever that is, but if you don't mind, I have to study my scaring.
You don't need to study scaring, you just do it.
Mike is the quintessential try-hard with the book smarts, while Sully is the legacy kid with the natural roar but zero work ethic. Their friendship was forged in the fires of failure. When they both got kicked out of the program, they realized they were two halves of a whole.
The two of you did something together that no one has ever done before. You surprised me.
In Monsters, Inc., we see them as a well-oiled machine. Mike isn't jealous of Sully being top scarer because he's the architect of that success.
I don't believe I ordered a wake-up call, Mikey.
Hey, let's talk more pain, Marshmallow Boy!
But then comes the Boo crisis. This is where the friendship starts to subtly crack. Sully evolves into a softy caregiver, while Mike remains focused on the professional objective.
Stupid! This could destroy the company.
The company? Who cares about the company? What about us?
The downside of their bond peaks in the Himalayas, where Mike drops a verbal dagger.
All you had to do was listen to me, just once! But you didn't!
But their bond is too strong to be frozen by the Himalayan snow, and there's no way they were going to let Waternoose and Randall have their way.
What are you doing? Take your hands off of me. You can't arrest me. I hope you're happy, Sullivan.
Mike and Sully's friendship proves that some of the best duos are those between friends with the most differences. It's just about being the yin to your best friend's yang. But the next duo we're going to be looking at should be mortal enemies. Haha! We have the best duo saved for last. Because in what universe does a zebra consider a lion to be its best friend and brother? Well, in Madagascar, this goes.
30 black and only 29 white. Looks like you're black with white stripes after all.
The The weird thing about this duo? Their entire bond is built on a fundamental misunderstanding of biology. One is a pampered predator who thinks steak grows on plates, and the other is a prey animal with a severe case of the travel bug. In the first Madagascar, Alex is the apex of celebrity culture. He's got the fan club, the merchandise, and a diet that consists entirely of pre-cut ribeyes. Marty, on the other hand, is having a midlife crisis at age 10. He wants the wild, which is basically the animal equivalent of a hipster moving to a farm to find themselves.
You ever thought there might be more to life than steak, Alex?
By the end of the movie, they are closer than they've ever been.
Alex, I ain't leaving without you.
But by the second installment, it's like nothing changed. Back in Africa, everybody seems to have settled into the motherland pretty well. Everybody except for Alex.
Marty!
For the first time, they get to be away from each other and with their species. Alex meets his parents, and Marty finds his clones? Cousins? They are all so identical. It begs the question, have they outgrown each other? Have they replaced themselves? Just when you think the answer is yes, they reconnect.
12th row, 203rd from the left. That's you, Marty.
By the time the third movie comes around, these two are just using their zoo experience to freelance as circus animals.
I wonder if you actually do trapeze.
Oh, I actually do trapeze.
No duo on this list has traveled as much as these two. 3 continents, several oceans in between, various adventures, and they still stayed solid friends. And if that's not true friendship, then I don't know what is. There you have it. The best duos in animation history to grace your screen? Which duo is your favorite and why? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Did you enjoy this video? Why don't you check out our video on DreamWorks villains who were right?